The small, new, faceless TikTok account that you can see on the screen right now is easily making anywhere from 10K and up on the creativity program beta per month. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what this account does, what type of videos they do, how they put these videos together, and more importantly, how much it is exactly they make. Also, we're going to be looking at what you can take away going into 2024 to apply into your own TikTok account in order to make as much money as you can and start the year 2024 strong. I've done the best that I can to condense a lot of information into a short period of time. On this basis, it will make a lot more sense to those people that watch the video all the way up until the end. But without any further ado, let's jump straight in. The account in question is called The Ocean. They post videos mainly themed around how dangerous the ocean is, with a specific focus on the North Sea. You can see video titles like The Most Treacherous Sea, The Most Dangerous Job, The Biggest Icebreaker, Big Ship Launches, Big Anchor Cleaning, etc. The amazing thing about this account, at least from what we can see publicly, they only started posting on the 19th of December 2023, 13 days ago at the time of recording this video. They've already pulled in at least 17 million views, and this creator does not show their face in their videos, nor do they use their own voice. The videos are simply clips, text, and music for the most part, but we'll circle back to that a bit later. We know that they're in the creativity program beta because not only do they qualify, but all of their videos are either a minute or just over a minute long. For those who don't already know, in order to qualify for the creativity program, you need to have a US-based account or wherever you're based, as long as it's a qualifying country. You need to be at least 18 years old, have at least 10,000 followers, and have at least 100,000 video views in the last 30 days. I go into more detail about this on the video you can see on the screen right now. It will also be linked in the description. I advise checking that out after this video if you're interested in learning how to qualify for the creativity beta in 2024. In terms of how much they make, earlier we mentioned that they have at least 17 million views in the last 13 days. I've based this number on mainly the videos that they've gone viral, not the smaller ones, so they most likely have more views than this. On the creativity beta, you don't only get paid for your total video views, but all of these views need to be classed as what's called qualifying views. I've linked a video in the description where I go into more detail about what qualifying views mean for you to check out later. Now we just need to know that they most likely will not have been paid out for all these views. Qualified views are unique video views from the For You feed and exclude views with fraud, paid views, disliked views, views with less than 5 seconds watched, promoted views, and artificial views. Videos must reach 1,000 view feed views to start generating earnings. Based on an estimate of 17 million views at a 50 cents average RPM, we can estimate that they've made so far $9,000 from just 13 days of posting content. The 50 cents RPM is just an average estimate. They could easily be earning way more than this if they have a higher RPM. Even if their qualified views are less than 17 million, they still would have brought in more than most people that are working twice as hard, in most cases doing 9 to 5 jobs that they don't even like. Once they've completed a full 30 days of posting, they will most likely be hitting 5 figures, which will earn them more than most people that are working a normal 9 to 5. In terms of how they make these videos, this is the easiest part because these videos are simply made up of 3 main ingredients: the video clip, music, and on-screen text. The video clips can be found on TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Google Blogs, etc. as long as you either somehow obtain the relevant copyright or edit the video to an extent that it can be deemed different from the original clip, so you can most likely upload it under fair use. As long as you put your own editing spin on it, make sure that you do your own research on copyrights to be on the safe side. Music is found within TikTok. The song is called Hoist the Colors, and most videos in this niche use this very same song. If you've seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean, you'll definitely know this song. Titles and hashtags can be found by either seeing other accounts that are doing well in your niche are doing, or using TikTok search to understand what people are searching for. For example, we can see that in pretty much all of their videos, they use only 4 to 5 hashtags. They almost always use the hashtags big, biggest, storm, scary. Their descriptions are almost always 3 to around 7 words, including a shock emoji. Spotting patterns like this can help you understand why accounts like this are succeeding. If they're doing something over and over again, that's because it works. They probably put the clips together using TikTok or CapCut, which in many ways is the same thing. Now that you've seen this example of a small account, new account that's crushing it on the creativity beta, you might be wondering what other accounts and niches are making around 5 figures a month on TikTok, even though they're faceless and barely, and in most cases, don't even use their own voice. If you click on the video on the screen, I've got a bunch more examples I'm going to show you right now. I'll see you in there. The TikTok page I'm going to talk about in this video is faceless and is absolutely crushing it on the creativity program beta, easily making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per month. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what type of videos this account does, how they go about making these videos, how much they make exactly on the creativity program beta, and more importantly, what you can learn from these examples. Let's jump in. The account is called Armed Stories. They talk about armed forces related content, mostly to do with fighter jets, as you can see, but other interesting topics relating to armed forces, the military, etc. So they found a really good niche, and it's a good example of niching down. 108,000 followers. It's a relatively new account as well, with the earliest video that I've found being in September 2023. They get a healthy amount of views, as you can see. Just this month alone, they've had videos that have gotten 1.7 million views. There's another one that's got 4.5 million views, another one that's got 1.8 million views, and they're easily getting anywhere from 8 to 10 million views. At least they did in December, so they'll be averaging roughly around there per month. Now, in terms of how we can tell that this account is in the creativity program beta, I'm just going to do a quick speed run here and click through a few videos so you can get an idea of what the videos look like, how they're put together. You might not hear the audio or the music for copyright reasons, but what I'd like you to pay attention to is the duration of the videos, which I'm going to highlight at the bottom of each video that I'm going to play through. So as you can see, pretty much all their videos are just over a minute long, which will be for one reason: they are making sure that their videos are qualifying for the creativity program beta. And as you can see, they've got a really nice, clear, consistent theme. They've got the same font that they use on every video. They use more or less similar music. Their descriptions are more or less the same as well. In a second, we're going to talk about exactly how much it is they make. And let's talk about how they put these videos together. Relatively straightforward. You won't have heard the audio from the videos that I've shown, but what I can tell you is the footage that they've got will be to do with whatever subject they're talking about within the military, meaning that they have done their research and they have got B-roll footage that is exactly about the topic or the subject that they're talking about. Like in this case, for example, they're talking about the A-10 Warthog aircraft. In terms of where you can get B-roll for this, so if you go onto websites like Video Blocks and if you type in fighter jets, and they've got a wide variety of different types of fighter jets that you can get from there. You've got F-15s, F-18s, and a bunch of other types of aircraft. You can go on websites like Pexels. There's paid options, there's some unpaid options, but as long as you're able to get footage that is closely tied to what you're talking about. And in terms of the actual content, AI tools like ChatGPT, you will get as much information as possible about that particular type of aircraft, especially if you've got the web browsing version of ChatGPT. Blogs, websites that are army related will have more or less all the content that you need when it comes to what you can talk about in these particular videos. Descriptions are not too detailed. They're more or less similar in terms of the hashtags that they're using. Again, these are based on what people are searching for, so you can easily find these using TikTok search, and that will give you what hashtags attract the most audience. And a really good example of niching down within a particular niche and finding an audience that is interested in a specific subject within that niche. Music, they will have gotten that within TikTok. Again, the text, most likely they'll be using CapCut to get the type of text that you can see on the screen. As you can see, it's exactly the same type of text on every video. Now, in terms of how much this account is making from their creativity program beta, if we go on to Social Blade stats, we can see that in the last 15 days, they've brought in 5 million views. Now, you have to take into account that this is just the last 15 days. If we're talking about an entire month, they've most likely brought in a lot more than just the 5 million views. We can see there they've had a video just in the last couple of days that's gotten 1.7 million views. They've got a video with 1.3 million views. They've got one with 4.5 million views. That was in December as well. Another one with 1.8 million views. Another one with 1 million views. So they are anywhere from 7 to 10 million views just in the month of December alone. And if we were to work out based on an estimated RPM of 50 cents on the creativity program beta, they would have bought in easily 5,000 just from these videos they've had this month. And again, you have to take into account that their videos are getting a lot of engagement, a lot of views, and chances are they are going to continue to get viral videos as they continue to upload. They do upload pretty consistently as well, which is helping the account grow and gain more views and make as much as possible on the creativity program beta. So really good example, not using their faces, they're not using their voice, they're using an AI voice, which again they will have gotten that from the likes of 11 Labs or similar AI voice websites, based on how they've put their videos together, hoping that you can get some inspiration and some idea of how you can go about putting your videos together as well going into 2024. So if you want to see other examples of accounts that are absolutely killing it when it comes to the creativity program beta, these accounts are faceless, don't use their own voices. If you click the video on the screen right now, I've got a bunch of other examples that I can show you. So hopefully you can get some inspiration going into 2024. I'll see you in there. The account you can see on the screen right now is absolutely smashing it on TikTok, making anywhere from 5 to 10,000 a month without showing their face, without using their own voice on the TikTok creativity program beta. And of course, we're going to walk you through exactly what it is this account does. We're going to talk about how much money they are making exactly from the creativity program beta, and so you can understand what opportunities available for you in 2024 to also make a little bit of money on the creativity program beta. We're also going to deconstruct the videos and talk about how exactly they go about making these videos and what opportunity is there for you. So if you're serious about growing your influence on TikTok in 2024 and make a living and potentially even make a full-time living while you are doing this, I can guarantee you, you're not going to want to miss this one. So come with me, let me show you. So in terms of what this page is about, they make videos about interesting, scary, and strange facts. These are random facts ranging from stuff about making dentist appointments all the way to facts you didn't know about Fortnite. They do this in a visually appealing way which hooks the viewer and keeps them watching thanks to the text on the screen, the AI voice, and weird background videos, with the earliest video going back as far as August 2023. Now, before we jump into how much exactly they make, let's quickly talk about the things that they're doing over and over again that keep them growing and making as much money as they are. So in terms of what's working for them, there's a couple of things they do in every video that I've noticed. So for example, they use the same description and 5 hashtags for every video. So they continue to appeal to the same large audience. They also encourage their audience to engage by sharing and selecting what's up. They also use the same spooky background audio, occasionally changing it, but they stick to the same 2-3 songs. In terms of their video scripts, they start by stating a shocking fact and then repeating the video title, so letting the viewer know that they're in the right video. Because of this, as soon as you click on the video, you feel like you're in the middle of the video already. Now, in terms of how we can tell that they're in the creativity program beta, you can see all of their videos are just over a minute long. That is not a coincidence. They know exactly what they're doing. In order for your video to qualify for the creativity program beta, once you've already applied, are accepted, the video needs to be at least over a minute long. Of course, if your video is not at least a minute long, it will not qualify for the creativity program beta. Now, jumping into exactly how much they make, according to Social Blade, they received 6.4 million views and 100k likes in the last 15 days. The average creativity program beta RPM is around 50 cents for every 1,000 views. So based on these figures, we can estimate that they make roughly 3,200 every 15 days. Now, even if we deduct qualified views, they're probably still making around over 5k per month minimum. Now, these are just estimates. They could be earning much more than this or slightly less. We also have to take into account that last month they had a video which absolutely went super viral, gaining them 26.5 million views. That one video alone could have made them as much as $10,000 to $13,000, just that one video. We have to also take into account that they're very very consistent in uploading content. In the last week alone, they uploaded 13 videos as a minimum. Based on that, they're giving themselves every opportunity to make as much money as they can using the creativity program beta. They're really putting themselves in a good position for this. In terms of how they make their videos, some of the tools used or similar tools will be linked in my description as well, so do check those out if you are interested in supporting this. Number one, in terms of their script, when it comes to the actual facts, you can easily go into Google and type in random interesting facts. You'll see that there's already a bunch of websites and blogs that have the information that you need, as long as you don't carbon copy the exact way that it's presented on those blogs. You can pretty much use those same facts in your videos as well. There's also AI tools like ChatGPT, the internet browsing version, or my favorite tool, which is Google Bard, which is completely free and still browses the internet. These tools will be quite happy to find some facts for you online that you can in turn present on TikTok. Now, number two, in terms of music, that's easy. You just use the sounds that are provided within TikTok, and you can check out what type of music other similar accounts are using within your niche as well, and try and be as close as possible to that, especially the accounts that are doing very well, the accounts that are where you want your account to be. In terms of the background videos, websites like pexels.com will provide the weird, stunning, and sometimes beautifully satisfying videos that you need. The good news is that, based on what I'm seeing on this account, the videos have nothing to do with what they're saying. So you can pretty much use the same videos over and over again, as long as you just occasionally change them. But it doesn't have to be videos that have to do with what you're talking about, with the facts that you're stating. Number four, the AI voice. That's another easy one. You can use a tool called 11 Labs. There's also InVideo, which is linked in the description. There's also Pictory, which is another really good one that should be linked in the description. But there's a bunch of options that you have online in order to get some high quality AI voices. In terms of hashtags and titles, these can be easily found using the search bar on TikTok, but the good news is once you settle on the same 5 hashtags and title that works, you can keep using these over and over again. So during initial stages, when you're still trying to find your feet, you can try different hashtags, try different titles, but once you hit the one that works and gains you a ton of views and hits the right audience, you can pretty much just rinse and repeat and use that same title and hashtags on every video, as you can see this account is doing here as well. Now, this is just one example of an account that is absolutely crushing it using the creativity program beta. If you want to see a bunch of other examples that are taking exactly the same steps and absolutely raking it in using the creativity program beta, so you can put yourself in the same position in 2024, check out the video that is on the screen right now when I talk you through exactly what those examples are. I'll see you in there. The account you can see on the screen right now is another voiceless, faceless account that is absolutely smashing its way through the creativity program beta on TikTok, easily making 10k per month or more. And of course, in this video, we're going to peel back the curtains. We're going to talk about exactly what this account does, how they go about putting their videos together. We're also going to talk about how much it is exactly they make, so you can see what the opportunity for you is as a serious content creator on TikTok who wants to make as much money as you can, an extra 100, 200, 500, 1k or even 10k per month on the creativity program beta in 2024. The account is called Don't Be Afraid of the Ocean, and they do scary, amazing ocean related content. This profile right here is definitely 100% within the creativity program beta, as I'm about to show you here in just a second. I'm just going to do a quick scroll as well, just so you guys can get an idea of how these videos are put together. Of course, copyright reasons, you're probably not going to hear the music. These are all faceless, voiceless types of videos. Essentially, the visuals and the music and the text on the video does all the talking that ever needs to be done. So let's take a quick look. Again, if you can pay attention for me to the duration of the videos, if you can pay attention to the likes and just the engagement that these videos are getting, and of course, how often this creator is posting. Here we go. First thing you noticed, they're pretty consistent in their posting. Pretty much every day there's 1 or 2 videos coming out. Second thing that you will have noticed is all of these videos are just over a minute long, which only means one thing: the creativity program beta. The third thing you will have noticed as well is there is a similar theme to all the videos. They're all about the sea, whether it's massive ships going into the ocean, whether it's ships being launched for the first time into the water after being built, and whether it's just humongous waves out in the oceans. As you can see, they're getting a pretty decent amount of views. The videos are recent, and of course they are in the creativity program beta, and most notably they have that video as well that you can see or should be seeing on the screen right now, which has got 27.4 million views. The video was posted just 6 days ago, the time of recording this video. It's got 1.4 million likes, it's got 27.4 million views. Now that should get you thinking in terms of what the potential is. Okay, so let's talk about how they put their videos together. In terms of how the videos are put together, as I mentioned earlier, you won't have heard the audio, but they've more or less got the same song. They're following the same theme. If you've seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean, they're using one of the most popular songs from the theme of that movie. If you click the link in the description and go into this profile, you will hear what song that is, and they're using that on pretty much all of their videos. So essentially they found a song that works, that resonates with people that view these types of videos. It also resonates with the theme because Pirates of the Caribbean is largely filmed at sea, and this account is about the ocean, the sea, the scary ocean, which links back into that film. Now, in terms of how they get the content to put in these videos, it's probably clips that they've probably acquired from places like YouTube, Reddit, Facebook. Whether they've got copyrights or not, I've got no idea, but I would advise you to make sure that you cover yourself on that side, otherwise you are running a huge risk. And of course, the music is within TikTok. They've got little mini clips of different instances or activity happening in the ocean, and from there they probably edit it using a free tool such as CapCut. Make sure it's just over a minute long, upload it onto TikTok, get an interesting title, and from there just make sure that they've got the right hashtags, which again are easily found within TikTok. Okay, now let's talk about the money, how much exactly they are making from the creativity program beta, and why I'm saying they're making this much. What's my rationale behind this? Now, in terms of how much they're making via the creativity program beta, so just quickly want to draw your attention onto a little note here that I found online. What you should be seeing on the screen is a search that I did on the AI tool Google Bard, just to understand a little bit more around the average of how much people earn on the creativity program beta, so what the average RPM is. And these are the results that came back. For those of you who don't know, Google Bard is similar to ChatGPT, except for Google Bard, it is connected to the internet on the free version, whereas with ChatGPT, you would have to get the paid version in order to browse the internet. At least that's what I believe. Based on the feedback from Google Bard, the overall average is anywhere from 50 cents all the way up to $1. So this is now not really taking into account any specific niche. This is just an overall average across the board. And then if we look at top performers, high performing side, there's creators that are earning all the way up to $2 per 1,000 views. And on the low performing side, there's creators that are earning anywhere from 20 cents to 30 cents per 1,000 views. Again, it depends on the type of niche that you decide to go onto. It's not very clear at this point, because obviously TikTok is not being upfront in terms of what the potential payments is for different niches. But this is just to give you guys an idea of where I'm coming from in terms of the methodology and the rationale when it comes to the numbers that I'm going to be working out on this account. So what I'm going to do is, although they do upload very consistently on this account, they've probably got a bunch of views that they've obtained just in the month of December alone. As you can see, they've got this other video here as well, which has got 3 million views over and above the one that's already got 27.4 million views. Just to give you guys an idea, we're just going to work out roughly how much they've made from that one video that's got 27.4 million views. And the way we'll do that is base it on the average of 50 cents per 1,000 views. So we know that they've got 27.4 million views, if I remember correctly. So if we say 27.4 million and divide that by 1,000, that'll be 27,400. So if we multiply that by the 50 cents, so that's 13,700 off that one video. Now, we know that not all your views will qualify all the time on TikTok. So let's say, for example, half of their views were qualifying views on that video, and they most likely will have had way more than that, but we're just going to say half. So we can divide that by 2, and that's how much they would have made from that one video. Keep in mind, they're uploading consistently. They've got other videos that have gone viral, so they've most likely made twice, potentially even 3 times this amount. But I'm just being very, very conservative and just working it based on one video. But the moral of the story is they are a faceless channel on TikTok. They are a voiceless channel on TikTok. They, in their creativity program beta, they are making more than what some people do, working a full-time job, way more, in fact, way more than even some CEOs for some companies make. And this is just one account. There is always a potential that the person who is running this account is running other similar profiles as well. This small new faceless TikTok account is easily making more than 10k per month on TikTok, and it's not via the TikTok creativity program beta. In this video, we're going to be peeling back the curtains, talking about exactly what it is they do, how they make their videos, and of course we're also going to talk about how much it is exactly they make. And the intention is for you, as someone who's serious about making an extra 100 per month, an extra 500 per month, or even an extra 1k or more per month on TikTok in 2024 as a content creator, so you can understand what the opportunity is for you. So let's jump straight in. This is the account at Serena_UTK. They are a faceless, voiceless TikTok account. They promote TikTok shop products. As you'll see in a second, all of their videos have a TikTok shop product link. But what's even more genius about this account, on top of being faceless, voiceless, and still being able to gain as much as 12.3 million views in one video, even though they've only got 5k followers, they also promote a specific product. They most likely purchased this product once, but they've promoted it on multiple videos, and they're earning from multiple videos just from this one particular product. And they've not necessarily purchased it either. They could have made a deal with Promote or Sell this product and gotten the product either at a discount or completely free. Looking at the price of the product, at the most it works out at just under $20, but we would have made that back easily within 1 or 2 videos. Okay, so let's talk about how exactly they do their videos. I'm just going to play through just a couple of videos here. As you can see, simple text on the screen. They've got the astronaut light in their hands. They're showing themselves taking off an older style light, an LED light, and saying this is what the person who's watching the video might want to think about transitioning to. Around 17 seconds on one video. Another video, they were around 23 seconds. Some of the videos are less, but the genius and the beautiful thing about TikTok Shop is it doesn't matter how long your video is, as long as the video is promoting the right product and you're able to get it in front of the right eyeballs. That's all that matters. Not only are they making money per video, but they've got an opportunity to keep uploading where they are seeing traction as well. In terms of how you access TikTok Shop, if you've not already got access, in the UK at least, you need to have a minimum of 1,000 followers. You need to have posted within the last 28 days at least once. You need to be over the age of 18, and for the most part, that's pretty much it. As long as you're abiding by the TikTok community guidelines, you will have access to TikTok Shop as an affiliate. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the requirements are for other countries, but I think they are more or less similar. I will leave a link in the description so you can get an idea of what the requirements are for TikTok Shop where you are, if TikTok Shop is available. Now that you've seen all that, let's talk about the money. 0.3 million views. So what we want to pay attention to is how many people liked this video. We want to pay attention to how much the product costs as well. We also want to pay attention to how much as an affiliate that you can earn when you are promoting that product. As you can see at the bottom there, £2, 10 cents as an affiliate. Also like to pay attention to as well, as you can see, just in general, in terms of what the purchase culture is on the TikTok platform as an e-commerce platform. I just wanted to bring this to your attention as well before we jump into exactly how much this account is most likely making. So as you can see here on Google, Google says TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users. 18% of marketers currently use TikTok for marketing purposes. 55% of TikTok users have bought something from a brand after seeing their products on the app. And 50% of TikTok users have made a purchase after watching a TikTok live. So pay attention to that 50%, because as you can see, a lot of sales, a lot of conversion are driven by people that are after people have noticed a product from within TikTok, especially now that TikTok has their own e-commerce tools as well via TikTok Shop. As you can imagine, once people see a product that they like, it's literally just a couple of clicks. I also want to draw your attention to this other note as well from root.com. As you can see, TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users. 18% of marketers currently use TikTok for marketing purposes. 55% of TikTok users have bought something from a brand after seeing their products on the app, and 50% of TikTok users have made a purchase after watching TikTok live as well. Again, similar type of note there, just to give you guys an idea of how often people purchase after seeing a product on TikTok, whether they go outside the app or whether they purchase from within the app, which is of course a lot easier, just a few clicks. Impulse purchases a lot of the time, and they can get the product delivered to their door after just a few clicks on the app. And the reason why I'm showing everyone this is just so you can see the numbers behind how many people purchase stuff after seeing videos like this on TikTok, so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from when I give you those figures. So as you can see, roughly £2.10 per product sold as an affiliate. So this is what goes into your pockets. So to estimate this, we're going to say on this particular video there were 271,700 people that liked this video. So we're going to start there. So let's start there. 271,000 people liked this video. So if we say the £2.10 commission and multiply that by the 271,000 people. So if every one of those people purchased that astronaut light, the data would have made this much. Now, of course, that's far-fetched. That's, a far cry. It's not very likely that everyone that liked the video purchased the product. So we're going to say, let's take it down to 50%. So divide that by 2. And now we're saying this is how much the creator would have made if half of the people actively went and clicked the like button and liked that video, purchased the astronaut light. And again, you say, Victor, that's a bit far-fetched. Less than 50% of the people that liked the video would have purchased it. And I say, okay, let's go down to 25%. Divide that again by 2. If 25% of the people that liked, not viewed, liked the video, purchased it, this is how much that creator would have made from that particular video. And of course, you can keep going down and say, okay, maybe, less, half of that, 71K. And even if you keep going lower and lower and lower and get up to, the single figures, the creator would have still easily made around 10K. And this is now taking into account all the other videos that they are uploading on that account promoting this particular product, because you have to remember, this is just one video. Every one of their videos has got a TikTok Shop link on it for that particular product. The faceless TikTok account that you can see on your screen right now makes easily more than what some people make doing a full-time job. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what the account does. So we're going to do an account overview. We're going to deconstruct the type of videos that they do so you can understand if you can do similar videos as well. And of course, we're going to talk about how much they make exactly creating these types of videos. And as a bonus, I'm also going to talk about the additional income stream, which I have noticed that they've stacked onto some of their videos as well. So stick with me. Let's jump into this faceless TikTok creativity program beta account overview. Okay, so as you can see, the account is called Eagle Eye World, and they've got a nice tagline overlooking the world. And from what I've noticed on the account, they do videos that are related to engineering, big engineering, big vehicles, big buildings, big trains, locomotives, tractors, that type of thing. So just amazing, awesome stuff that the everyday person doesn't necessarily get to see. I think the content is amazing, and to be honest, some of these videos and some of the stuff that's shown on here, I'm seeing completely for the first time, which is just completely mind-blowing. They're a faceless account, so you don't see someone's face, you don't see a headshot of someone speaking to the audience directly. They do have an AI voice on these videos, so technically it is a voiceless channel because there's no human voice in there, but they do use AI narration in the videos as well. And as you can see, they upload relatively consistently. They've got some videos that are doing really well from what I've noticed on the account. What I'm going to do is just play some of the videos so you can get an idea of the types of videos that they do. I'm not going to necessarily play the audio for copyright reasons, but the visuals should hopefully give you an idea of the type of videos they do. I'm also going to ask you again to pay attention to the timeline and the duration of the video, which I'm going to show. Also pay attention to some of the engagement, how many comments they're getting, how many likes they're getting, which is really good because it shows that none of that is artificial. Then we'll circle back and talk about exactly how they make these videos, and of course circle back to how much money they are making towards the end of the video if you stick around as well. Give you an idea of what the videos are about and how the videos are put together. So jumping straight into the next section, which is how the videos are put together. Quite simple. You need to source the videos that you're showing on the screen, and then you need the music, you need the AI voice, and of course you need to have the text on the screen that goes with the AI voice as well. The AI voice element is quite simple. You're talking about 11 Labs or similar AI tools that will convert your script into a voice. In terms of the script itself, tools like ChatGPT, Google Bard or similar AI tools in order to build that script for you. You could go and look on blogs online and get some inspiration in terms of how other people are scripting these types of videos, and maybe go into AI and get it to change and amend those articles or scripts so you can make them unique and make them your own. Drop them into 11 Labs and you've got your script, and ultimately TikTok will automatically put in the text on the screen to go along with that script. In terms of the videos themselves, you could easily source videos like this from platforms such as YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, and other video-based platforms. You could contact the people that have uploaded the original owners of the copyright, or alternatively you can transform the videos to an extent that they fall under fair use and you're able to use them and monetize them on other platforms. Some people will take the short route and just take the videos and just re-upload them elsewhere without really changing a lot. You can do that as well, but that is at your own risk. The video could potentially be flagged and you could end up getting the whole account taken away. So again, that's something that you can, risk if you feel like you want to take that risk on your shoulders. And the rest of the editing, you can easily get that done in a tool like CapCut, which again is owned by ByteDance, who owns TikTok, or you can use an external editing tool. But to make it easier, or to get an easier workflow, you could easily just edit it within TikTok itself as well, which technically is CapCut, because TikTok again is owned by the same company that owns CapCut. So all of that can be done in there. In terms of the hashtags, the description, all that, again, TikTok can easily do that natively. You don't have to make that any more complicated than it should be. The music, that's also natively within TikTok. So essentially 80-90% of what you need is within TikTok. The rest is just sourcing the clips, getting the script, making sure it's a script that's engaging, making sure your hooks are on point, which they are within this account from what I've seen, and the rest is just within TikTok ready for you to use. In terms of views, from what I've worked out on this account, they should have received for the month of December alone around 4 million views. They're pretty consistent uploader, and they've had a few videos that have gone viral in December as well. I think one was like 1.8 million and another was like, let me just go back and see if I can find those. I may not be able to find them again now while I'm doing this video, but there was a couple that I noticed that did really well. There's that 1.5 million one there, and there is a couple of others as well. But essentially you've got that one that was 4 days ago at 806.6 k views, and you have got a bunch of others as well. Let's have a look. So another one there, 400,000, and you have got a few others, 300k there, and that was only in December again. And you have also got 400k there in December. So overall, from what I've worked out, and again, feel free to visit the profile, the link is in the description, they're averaging around 4, maybe 3.5, 4 million views per month. At least that's what they've done in December on this account. And this is a relatively new account as well, because I know some people are going to say, oh, it's a big account, of course it's going to do well. They were a small account not so long ago. The earliest video that I've been able to locate from their account was the 7th of September. So you have to be small account before you become a big account, and there's no reason why you can step into a similar niche, something along these lines, and grow it from a small account as well. So you start small and then you grow and you become this big. It's certainly possible for anyone that's watching this video to achieve those numbers as well. So if we work out how much they make exactly, if we look at our friend Google Bard and ask what the average RPM is on the creativity program beta, of course, as you can see, the average RPM tends to be anywhere around 50 cents in the middle. On the lower end, it's around 30 to 20 cents. On the higher end, it's anywhere all the way up to $2 per 1,000 views. In this case, I'm going to be conservative and say they get 50 cents RPM. Based on that, if we take the 4 million views that they get, and we divide that by 1,000, because you get paid per 1,000 views on TikTok, and then we multiply that by their 50 cents RPM, and that works out at around 2,000 per month. And of course, this is just a conservative estimate. They could easily be getting double that amount at 4,000 per month, or even more than that. And the genius thing that this account has done, as you can see on the screen right now, they've also added a link to a course that they've created onto their videos. And the crazy thing is, this is only a 6-minute this is even less effort than I've put into this YouTube video. Just a 6-minute long course, which they're selling for £15. People are buying it because there are some reviews on it, which is just completely insane. So not only are they earning from the creativity program beta, but they're also earning from this course that they are selling online as well. So they're stacking their revenue sources. In addition to this, what you also have to keep in mind is you're not tied just to TikTok. You don't have to just upload these videos onto TikTok. There are other platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, there's YouTube. So technically you could be uploading this content elsewhere as well. You make the video once and you upload it onto different platforms. So there's no telling how much more money they could potentially be making if they upload this content onto other monetized platforms. In addition to that, this is an account where you're not showing your face, you're not talking, so the scalability is there in terms of creating more accounts like this. We don't know if this person owns this one account, we don't know if they own 10 or 5, so it's a crazy opportunity if you are someone that's able to put the time aside and put in some work and put these types of videos together during the year 2024, and really just get your foot in the door into earning some of that income again. What I've mentioned there is 2,000 based on the estimate views, and this is based on 50 cents RPM. This is just a conservative estimate. They could be earning anywhere more than $1, all the way upwards of $2. So they could easily be making 4-6k a month from the views they received just in September. Not to mention November, not to mention earlier months as well.